And I asked myself, am I addicted? And Holy Spirit said, yes, you're addicted to being the victim. You like it, you enjoy it. You don't enjoy the hurt, but you enjoy the attention you get. Are there times that you explain a particular hurt to somebody and you feel justified, you feel validated? You feel like, oh yes, this person has hurt me. Now I can tell the whole world that this person has hurt me. At least people will support me. People will rally behind me. They will help me hate that person. They will help me hate that my friend. They will help me do this. And see, that addiction, it is more addictive than cocaine. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Temi Lolua Fathershey, and I'm back. And this has been on my mind for a while, and I really want to talk about it. It's quite personal to me, and I would like people to learn from it. Okay, so God delivered me from something recently. From when God delivered you from something you never knew you had. When God delivers you from a spirit, I don't want to call it a spirit anyway, or from a behavior or a character that you never even deemed as bad. So this is what happened. So I was at home and I had a call from a friend, and we were discussing a particular issue that happened to me. And I was talking, from a place, oh, this person did this to me. I'm hurt. I feel betrayed. I was talking, I was ranting, I was talking. And we had that conversation for, I think, like 20, 30 minutes. And the girl just said, it is well, God will come through, we just pray together and all that. And the girl dropped the call. And after that, and I heard these words in my spirit, like it was like the Holy Spirit was ministering to me. And the Holy Spirit asked me a question like, Temilolua, when you were discussing with this person the other time on the phone, you had this happiness, this joy in you when you were discussing it. And me, I think I'm one of God's children that can be quite defensive, especially when I feel like I'm being reprimanded by the Holy Spirit. And I said, what? I was not happy now. I was just explaining what that person did. What that person did was very hurtful. I was just trying to explain. I was trying to let go. I was trying to talk so that I can heal. I was trying to defend myself to the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit said, yes, I know what you were trying to do. But while you were doing it, there is this joy, there is this happiness that lit up your heart. What kind of happiness is that? And I said, I don't know. What do you mean? And Holy Spirit said this to me. It says, Timmy, when you explain your hurt to people, when you explain how people have treated you, how life have treated you, you feel good about it. And the reason you feel good about it is because you enjoy being a victim. You like when you're the one that is hurt. You like when it is you that somebody offended. Not because you like that pain, but you discover that when you are in that pain and you explain your own side to people, people gravitate towards you. You that you were not being seen before, you become visible. You become a bit important. You get this sympathy. And it has become so embedded in you that you have become addicted to it. And right that minute, I kept quiet because I discovered that everything was true. And I asked myself, am I addicted? And Holy Spirit said, yes, you're addicted to being the victim. You like it, you enjoy it. You don't enjoy the hurt, but you enjoy the attention you get from being hurt. You enjoy the attention that you get when you explain yourself to people and you discover that you are justified. You get your validation when people say, oh, what that person did to you is not good. It is an addiction. And I realize it's an addiction. And I think a number of us, if I'm saying this and this resonates with you, I know you can understand what I'm saying. Are there times that you explain a particular hurt to somebody and you feel justified, you feel validated, you feel like, oh yes, this person has hurt me. Now I can tell the whole world that this person has hurt me. At least people will support me. People will rally behind me. They will help me hate that person. They will help me hate that my friend. They will help me do this. And see, that addiction, it is more addictive than cocaine. It is called the addiction of being a victim, the addiction of victimhood. See, it starts small. Fine, you were hurt. Did they do something bad? Oh, yes. Did you feel betrayed? Oh, yes. Did they pass that promotion off you? Oh, yes. You were meant to get a promotion, you didn't get it. You were meant to get this, you didn't get it. Your friend betrayed you, said words that were hurtful. Yes. Now, before you know it, when you are becoming addicted to what I call victimhood, you discover that even when somebody comes to you and tries to explain, like, oh, Temilulu, I'm going through this, you are quick to tell them your own story, to hop their story, say, in my own time, 3 years ago, if you know what happened to me, you now start your own story. That person came to you, to vent or to rant or to relieve a kind of stress. And you're telling them that, well, waiting do you small. If you know what happened to me. So at the end of the day, the person that came to you will now keep quiet and even start pitying you because they will realize that your own story is higher than theirs. And before you know it, everything in your life is centered around your hurt. Everything in your life, all the story you're saying is about somebody hurting you, somebody doing this, somebody doing that. And the only thing they know as such stories about you, the only thing they know about you is how somebody did this. It is bad. And you even go as long as deciding to get hurt. You go along as even whenever you're in a situation, you place yourself in a position to get hurt so that you can have a story to tell. Yes. You can actually position yourself to get hurt. You can position yourself for somebody to betray you. You know this is going to end up this way. Then you put yourself in that position for it to then end up that way so that you can go ahead and tell your story to the whole world that this is what happened. If you are in this, see, you need deliverance. I had to go pray, for God to take out that spirit of being a victim. I had to pray and tell God that, God, I refuse to be a victim in my life. I refuse to always be the one at the other side of things. I refuse to always be the one that gets hurt. Not that I want to hurt another person. I also want to have good stories to tell. I want to have stories where I am the victor and not the victim. So what I want to say is victimhood is very addicting. It is an addiction that most of us have, but we don't even know that it's an addiction. We just feel like, people just don't like me. People don't like my energy. I just get out all the time. I'm such a good person and everybody keeps hurting me. Ask yourself, why am I always the victim? Am I positioning myself to be the victim all the time so that everybody can listen to me? Do I feel validated? Do I feel seen when people listen to my side of the story and they realize I was the one that was hurt? If you are in this, please, you need to reflect. You need to sit down. Ask yourself questions. Why am I always in this position? Why are people always hurting me? Why am I always the one getting hurt? Then find a way. If in fact, if it's okay to go for therapy, it's okay to even go for therapy for something like that. You should get out of that so that you don't become a victim, so that you don't position yourself to become a victim like all your life. It's a bad state to be in. So all what I want to say is I got delivered from that kind of addiction that I didn't even know I had. And if you're in that position, you can get delivered. So you can go to therapy, you can pray about it, you can make conscious efforts not to be a victim in any situation you're in. Those are steps you can take. All right. So that's it for me this time. And next time we come up with another video. And until then, refuse to be a victim. All right. Bye-bye.